Hey everybody, it's Talkin time. Welcome to episode 5 of Disc Only. Welcome one and all to the Disc Only podcast, the podcast that for some reason still exists despite us all thinking this would not have lasted this long. I'm John. That's all I got.
I'm Tom. I'm Steven.
And I'm Jared.
I expected someone to break rank there at the very least. I was waiting for it.
I got caught off guard by just it's John, and I was gonna make mention of something else. Yeah,
I had another line, but I just paused too long, I guess.
Oh my! Can we do it again?
Okay, yeah. Hang on a second. All right, everybody, it's Talkin time. Welcome to Disc Only podcast. Hi, I'm John.
Steven, shit, do it again.
No, I'm
okay. All right, hang on, there we go. All right, hang on, we're doing this one now.
Some guy named Ralph.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Disc Lonely podcast. There's 3 other people here for some reason. I'm John.
I'm Tom.
I'm Steven.
Chad.
This is going to really piss off all the audio listeners.
I didn't see the when you did Disc Lonely before, so I didn't know you had that intro with just a fourth of it cropped out.
So here's the thing. I had a background too. I think I actually removed it from this tab so I didn't accidentally leave it on when we did this. I thought for sure I would have screwed up and done that. But I think I actually removed it. But so like we actually had for our charity marathon, we had it set up and everything. I'll go find it here. I'm sure it takes me a minute. But we knew for a fact when we did the charity stream earlier last month that we were going to have to do disc only. But none of you guys were going to be available, and I wasn't going to be like, hey, can you like hop on in a random amount of time frame and hopefully be there? Jared was. I'll give him credit for that. He was watching. He's just like, I'm here. Let's go. But
I was playing FF14 with a bunch of friends, and I just kept looking over. I'm like, nah, dang it, another game won, so now I gotta wait here for 30 more minutes. Like,
yeah, here we go. This was the Disc Lonely. This was the Disc Lonely cover I had there.
Oh my god! For those of you listening to the audio podcast who haven't seen it, it's like same as our regular logo, where it's like the Game Boy Advance screen coming up, except instead of only it says lonely, and it's just John's picture.
Look, I knew people would troll me. Our charity stream was basically maximum troll attempt. Hence what the prize at the end was, so made sense.
A troll doll, a wishing troll doll.
Would you like to wish upon this cursed object?
can't say that I do.
Oh, I've monkey pawed myself numerous times at this point. Let's be real.
Thinking of the Monkey's Paw episode of The Simpsons. I wish for world peace. Lisa, that was very selfish of you.
Are troll dolls still around? They're probably still around.
Yeah, they have like new movies and stuff.
Yeah, they got like there's a movie that came out. I don't know if it might be in limbo because of the the Backstreet Boys.
No, Trolls World Tour came out.
Yeah, it came out online and it actually set records.
Oh wow,
it was ridiculous.
Like a modern Trolls movie.
Yeah.
The animation, like I'll give it credit. The animation was fan-freaking-tastic.
Well, it's DreamWorks, isn't it?
It may have been. I can't remember. All I know is that I love the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is the highest-grossing film of this year. That really makes me happy because for superhero movies or whatever you want to call Sonic, like it's always been Marvel. It's always been the Marvel movies. And then this year it's like, Sonic the Hedgehog is #1 all year long because you literally can't go to a movie.
Are we putting Sonic in the same bracket as superheroes?
He is a superhero.
Hold on. Are we going to put Sonic in the same bracket as like Oscar nominees here for just based on
I'm okay with Oscar nomination, but like I find that what was it?
And the nominees for best film are Sonic the Hedgehog,
Apocalypse Now.
By any chance have y'all seen the story or played at all Sonic Forces?
Yeah.
Oh, because
more or less, but I don't really care.
That game kind of shows Sonic off as like he is literally the only person that can do anything against Eggman. Like, it's really weird because he gets beaten by Infinite, then captured, and then the world goes straight to heck. Like, it's just like a dystopian Robotnik future because Sonic got captured, and they don't really go into any actual reason behind it or anything like Robotnik frickin' won. So it's like, man, you take Sonic out of the equation, everybody else is useless apparently.
I feel like it's just like self-satisfying fluff where it's like your character comes in and suddenly like they're the hero who's able to be like, oh yeah, I can take on Robotnik too. None of you can. None of the normal cast that has taken on Robotnik in the past can do anything. No, but me, my original Sonic OC, they can do it all.
Sinos. It's Sonic spelled backwards.
Damn it. All you did was remind me of that stupid line in Sonic Forces that Knuckles says. None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war.
Yeah. Oh, I love Knuckles' dialogue in that game. It's so serious.
He was so ultra serious. He was even like, Sonic's been tortured, and I'm like, what the frick?
Oh.
They've been torturing him for months or something. Like, I can't even remember exactly what he says, but I know, like, he was just it was so over the top. It's super funny. Like, that game is actually, like, it's a treasure. Because it's
they're
like,
committing war crimes to Sonic.
That's literally what it is.
Waterboarded. We gotta get in there.
It's basically like the Saturday morning Sonic cartoon with but like as a game, and without any of like the Archie characters,
and with torture.
Yeah.
War is hell.
It's generally hard to combine Saturday morning children's cartoons with torture. We have standards.
Clearly, you're not trying hard enough.
Well, I mean, like I think it's common practice if you're the adult in the room watching the Saturday morning cartoons with your kid.
I mean, you got to learn about the Geneva Convention at some age.
Just play a Mario game.
And John, that age is 8.
that age could also be whenever you sign up for Twitter, because I'm pretty sure there's an entire Twitter account called "Does this game violate the Geneva Convention?"
Oh, dude, that is such a good account. I love that account so much. That and the Give It Up for Day 15 account, because I know I'm getting paid that day, and it's wonderful. So every time I see Mr. Krabs,
is that
I see Mr. Krabs on my timeline.
Payday?
Yeah, no, I see him on my timeline. It's like, Give It Up for Day 15. It's like, ding, ding, ding. He's hitting the bell, and I'm just like, oh, frick yeah, I just got paid. Nice. Like, that's just the best thing ever.
I love those bot accounts that just post the same thing every week, like just memes every week, like the Saturdays are made for dads.
Dude, yes, I love that one. And Dad's car. That one's just super perfect.
Here we go. Violate Geneva is the name of the Twitter account.
Don't violate the Geneva Convention. Just an actual warning to our listeners and viewers. Don't actually do that.
Welcome back to the Disc Only podcast, full of great ideas.
Welcome back to the last episode.
Here's the thing. Now we've got two responsibilities. Now we have to not tell people not to violate the Geneva Convention. We have to stop Dan from overthrowing the government.
Can I point out that we started this conversation with, is Sonic the Hedgehog a superhero, and then went to, don't violate the Geneva Convention?
There was a bridge there, though. There was a bridge about Knuckles.
Yeah, and Sonic ran over it and violated the Geneva Convention. That's the problem.
I think the scariest part is it took like 3 to 4 minutes. Like, the jump was so quick. And I think that really just says something about the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise.
I just want to give one quick example of that. Can you violate the Geneva Convention in this game? You can violate Article 17 of the Third Geneva Convention, physical torture against prisoners in Super Mario 64. It shows a picture of the opening splash where you deform Mario's face.
Give us the information, Mario. We'll make your ears gigantic. Oh, my Lord. Wow. It's just ridiculous.
Oh God.
Speaking of freaking Mario laughing, have y'all seen the newest video from Metal King Boo?
No.
It's just called Luigi, and I recommend anybody should just go. Everybody should just go and look up Luigi. I've
seen
bad.
You watching this on your cast.
It's bad and so good.
Oh, is this the same person? Okay, this person has done like all the screaming videos, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mario laughing, all that. So yeah, it's really good.
Oh,
I live for that type of stupid humor, though, man. I'll tell you what. Shout outs to freaking Metal King Boo. He's wonderful.
Yeah, he's the one who. I mean, like, one of the greatest memes of Wario screaming metal came out of him, right? Wario screaming first, then the metal thing, and then like the drum. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm really happy that Jules did a cover of Wario laughing metal. That is like that is my serotonin hit. It's awesome.
My serotonin hit is that clip from Pokemon, the Quagsire going Quag.
I've not seen that one.
It's good. It's really good. It's like ripped from the anime. After the Quagsire like shoots a ball into the air with his water gun, turns around and like screams Quag, and then all the other Quagsire they're screaming Quag as well. It's great.
You felt right at home then, huh?
Oh yeah. It's my favorite episode of the anime because Quagsire.
And that one, which one is that one from? The one from before when it little?
What?
What?
Was that a sentence?
I'm barely. Quagsire is the evolved form of a thing, right?
Yeah, it's the evolved form of Whooper.
Whooper. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat like understood what you meant and answered Whooper before we had a chance to question it.
If my wife was in the room and also had the Pokemon knowledge, she would have said Whooper, Steven. I would have been, thank you, dear. Thank you. That's what marriage is, really. It's just learning a new language.
You translate the other person, essentially.
The wavelengths are definitely real. Like, absolutely.
Oh man, it's like an entire other language knowing how somebody else speaks.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Erica with me because my God, dude. I make a lot of noises. She's like, okay, so chicken for supper then. It's just like she just knows what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God.
I'll be screaming upstairs. It's like, oh, yo, he's ready for dinner. It's like...
Reese and I have basically learned how to communicate by just going like, wah, like just making noises. And then we usually know what the noise means. Like, that's like, she's checking on me. She goes like, wah. Or if she'll be like, you okay? Just like, huh? Like, it's all like one syllable words because we can't waste any time talking.
Efficiency.
Donna and I generally communicate by picking up Ridley and having us say something through Ridley. Like we project onto Ridley to say something to the other person.
We'll be like, where? And I'll be like, he's down here because he'll be talking about the cat. Like, it just like one word will usually work great.
My favorite thing, like cell phone wise, my favorite thing, if like I'm talking to Erica, will always end the phone call with just like a random noise or like a brr, like that. Instead of saying goodbye, I'll be like, I love you, like that. And we just always end it. And she ends it the same way. I love you. It's just like, that's just how we do it. We just always end it with a stupid sound effect.
My favorite thing about talking to people about their significant others is that all of these stories sound insane. But after you've been with someone for a while, you understand everyone else's stories. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like some people in chat being like, that sounds unhealthy. And no.
Man, I saw someone mention it in the chat, and it reminded me of something that just happened on Breakfast Stream, and it's semi-relevant. We were talking about dinosaurs, and Mal pulled out... Yeah, as you do. We're doing it on a stream, and Mal pulled out her phone and wanted to search for dinosaurs, and just went to the address bar in Safari and just typed in big. Like, and I don't know if her brain just shut off briefly, but like she just typed in big and hit search. And I was watching her do it, and like she said nothing. But I watched her do it, and I started, like, dying laughing. And then it's like her brain turned back on. She's like, wait, this is not how you get information on dinosaurs. And I was like, in your defense, they are big.
Big.
But there is more to it than this. Google can only help you so much.
Dude, that reminds me of whenever I was helping Erica set up her computer. Not that she really needs my help, but I plug things in for her. But she had the plug in for the Switch because she was streaming Switch games at the time, and I'm like, you just plug it into the wall, babe, like that. And she just, I don't know why, but she looked at me and she was just like, what? And I'm like, are you okay? She's like, wait, where do I put it? I'm like, plug it into the wall outlet. And she's just like, what? she didn't understand exactly what I wanted her to do for that split second. But it was just, we reference that like all the time now because it's just like, what? Like, like you can't script that type of stuff, man. It's great.
Do you know what comes up as the first image when you type in big?
I don't. Is it Big the Cat?
I assume the Tom Hanks movie.
It's the Tom Hanks film, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it now and see.
As a professional on Big, I figured that I would.
Both the cat and bigger.
Yes, exactly. Got to work all the angles.
Yep. You've got a lot. You understand a lot about the word big.
I don't know how my life turned into this. Well, I do, but I don't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah, it's like I understand how it went, but just I don't.
It's sort of rhetorical to myself.
I feel like, John has a close relationship with the word big, and also that we've explored that a little bit on a previous episode of Disc Only.
Yep. Go watch it.
Go listen back to the previous episodes.
Yep.
Yeah. Why are you listening to this one?
Yeah, leave the podcast right now and go listen to the older ones.
hell
Then
is
you can
wrong
come
with
back.
Is this your first episode? Then you're in the wrong place. Go back to the episode where we talk about
hell
bananas
out.
and Denny's.
Disc Only. It only gets worse. So start from the beginning and quit early. Perfect.
Really, we peaked back in Coliseum, is what we're saying.
We peaked before the show began. we peak every single time we do one of these before we start, because we just joke about something before the show begins, and then it starts, and we all go, "Oh man, we were funnier before the show began."
Now there's
Used
pressure.
up all of our funny juice.
That's what I was saying. Just like that we just like for like audio listeners or like as like a special feature, just have some of the pregame banter that's not like too personal go up.
I would like to keep out the part where I just systematically list all of my account numbers, which I do before every
here
show.
are all the different addresses I've lived at.
It's a ritual.
It's weird that we keep doing that.
Well, habits are hard to break, John.
It's all I can do to keep myself from just always reciting my social security number.
7. Oh, stop it!
It's my mantra.
8. Damn it!
The best part is I
Again,
can't tell.
context clues.
I don't know how like American ones work. So for all I know, those could actually be the first numbers in yours.
No, I don't
Everyone
know.
starts with 7.
Yeah.
Not.
Who were the first 6?
Not 2. Damn, Roosevelt.
It's like the earliest telephone numbers. There's like 5. You call. This is a Family Guy joke. Actually, I just remembered that. I was trying to make a joke and I was like, wait, freaking Family Guy did it. Oh, dang it.
I mean, you could say that with many things. Same with Simpsons.
True. Yeah.
like,
I mean, Simpsons is just they're like god tier. They like predicted just about everything because they've done just about everything. If that makes sense.
Is this 5? No, this is 3.
Yeah, that was the joke. That was the Family Guy joke. I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got it. Darn you, Seth MacFarlane.
I like how the Simpsons are at a point where they've done so many jokes. Other people joke about how many jokes that they have done. Like, wasn't there a South Park episode where the whole plot was that the Simpsons did it?
Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Also, we're basically at a point where we don't remember or need entire phone numbers. Like, knowing that someone's phone number is 3 is basically the same as touching it on your phone and it dials. Even looking up numbers, you don't have to like put a number into your phone. You look it up on the internet and tap a hyperlink.
Yep.
And then it's just in your phone.
Well, that brings up a good question then. Like, you're right. Like, I remember some of my numbers from like way back in the day, but nowadays the only other phone number I remember other than my own is my wife's. Like, do you guys remember your partner's phone numbers?
I remember mine because of the fact that she uses it for PetSmart, truthfully. Like that's the main reason why I needed to know it, because it was under her phone number, and that's why I know it is because of PetSmart. So,
all right, sir. Do you have a pet rewards program today? You have a phone number?
yes, my name is Erica, and it's because it always comes up as Erica, and I'm like, yep. And they're like, and they give me like a weird look because I don't specify. Like,
man, there's someone. This is extremely relevant to like PetSmart specifically. But every time I go to PetSmart and they ask for the rewards thing and I give them my number, it comes up with Steven and Jessica. I have had my phone number for like 20 years. There has never been a Jessica that has this number. I had this number. I don't know who Jessica is. Jessica put their phone number in wrong. But every time this comes up and they say, Steven? I'm like, yeah. And then I point out to them, I'm like, I don't know who Jessica is. And they're like, huh, that's funny. And I'm thinking, well, delete it. So finally one day I was like, they pointed out and they pause. They always pause and they're like, Steven? I'm like, yep. And I don't know who that Jessica is. Could you get rid of that? Could you make that go away? And they're like, oh, it'll be fine. And I'm like, who says that? Who says it'll be fine? I'm bringing it up because it's not fine. I have to have this conversation every time I buy cat food. Every time. I am not, nor have I ever been Jessica, and I don't know Jessica. I don't know who she is.
Shout outs to Jessica.
Steven's alternate personality, Jessica.
I love how I have had this exact same problem at the exact same store, but instead of it being like Reese's like information, it is some lady named Maria. Like they don't even ask for Reese. They're just like, Maria? I'm like, no, who the hell is that? Just like, and then of course they wouldn't edit it. The same issue. They wouldn't change it. They're just like, yeah, just keep saying you're Maria. Okay.
Do they not? I mean, they either don't know how, or they don't want to bother,
how. Like they could just
they
type
don't
it in.
have
They could just literally write over it.
Because some of that stuff does require like a manager to come over, but I would wait because the time lost in the scope of my life would be less if I waited for the manager as opposed to answering the Jessica question multiple times a month. Rather not do that.
You have to develop a different habit though. You got to go in there and be like, here's my phone number. My name is Steven, not Jessica.
That's what I should do. Hi, this is my phone number. I'm Steven. They would still ask. They would still be like, all right, so Steven? I'd be like, that is what I just said with my human mouth, yes.
Please do not ask me again, because
so
I
Jessica.
know there is a Jessica in the system, and that is not me. I've asked you to delete it several times, and you've done nothing about it.
Actually, you know what? Here's an interesting thought. Are they tied to the number? If they're tied to the phone number, then why does it matter? It could just be whatever.
It can't be tied to the phone number if it has multiple entries.
God, this is all terribly confusing.
I was thinking about like something where when I worked at GameStop, like we would sometimes call people up to like, you know, remind them of like pre-orders that they had from like when they did it when a game was like first announced, and then like 9 months later it finally comes out, or years later it finally comes out. And I was thinking about if PetSmart ever called Steven, it's like, hi, we're looking for Jessica.
This is Jessica.
Yep. And then they're like, what are you looking for that person for?
Also, the joke's on them. I haven't answered my phone in months.
Ever.
Yeah.
It feels like it. Do
Remind
people
me that-
answer their phones still?
me-
It's
remind me
2020.
Remind me the next time I'm in Myrtle Beach and I have an emergency to call Mal and not you.
Okay, so like your name comes up, so that's different.
That's
but
true.
if it's just a number, I'm like, I don't know any numbers. Then I just don't answer.
I always if it's just a number, I skip over it. If it's important enough, they'll leave a message.
Yeah, no. What I do is I will answer the number, but because I'm so paranoid about like they're gonna voice record like how you're saying hello and stuff like that, I go like ah. I just make like random sounds and then see if an actual human responds, and then it's like okay.
So basically, like you're talking to Reese.
Okay.
So if she is on the other end, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that's John.
She'll give me the signal back. She'll just be like, okay, hey, hon.
Okay. God.
I just need to scream into my microphone next time I call Erica. She'll be like, "Oh, it's you! Yay!"
I'm just collect call from. Will you accept the
I'll
charges?
accept.
I'll accept the charges. Yeah.
Do I have to pay per
man.
decibel?
Oh no.
Nobody calls collect anymore. Should we explain what collect calling is?
Oh God, should we explain phones? So
It's
remember,
2020, Tom.
I mean,
So yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Go ahead.
So collect calling is basically you'd call like from a payphone or something. You call somebody, and if you didn't have the money for like to make the phone call, it basically puts the charges on the person receiving the call, and they asked if they want to receive the charges.
I mean, also you are now going to have to explain payphones because you just glossed over payphones.
Hey, all right. So think about the TARDIS from Doctor Who. Instead of it being bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, it's the same size, and there's a phone in there, and you got to put a quarter in to make a phone call.
Dude,
That is not the direction I would have went with the explanation, but it is effective and works just fine.
it is. It's for the right audience. It's for the right audience.
It's for the right audience.
I like a bunch of people saying, "What's a quarter?" All right, so money is something that you're supposed to trade for goods and services.
There's coin shortages everywhere, so that's a viable question now.
We have gone too far. Now the joy is on a payphone, you could call an 800 number at no cost to you.
Yep, that's what toll-free means on those 800 numbers.
So what you do is, as a kid, maybe it was just me, I don't know, is this normal behavior? Probably. You would go to every payphone, and you'd call 1-800-255-3700.
Yes, it's the Nintendo hotline.
Which is the Nintendo hotline.
Yep.
I still
Now
have them
why?
memorized.
Now why you do that, I don't know. It's because you're a child and it's free.
Also, I wouldn't recommend calling that nowadays because they probably don't have that phone number anymore.
Oh no, they still do.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, does that just go to their tech support then?
That was the Nintendo Power Hotline basically for
Okay.
a while, and just Nintendo in general. So
Yeah, you could call and ask Nintendo questions.
Yeah, it's
that you
Nintendo
already,
Consumer
that you
Report,
already
yeah.
knew.
it's Nintendo
Someone in the
Report.
chat asked, "What's a Nintendo?"
As a child, it's invigorating to talk to someone who has the same interests as you, even if it's because they're getting paid to have the interest. So you could call the number, hit 0, and be like, I just need to know if there are Kirby games. And then someone would be like, yes, there are several Kirby games. Could you please name them? I just need to hear someone be interested in video games.
as you gently weep into the phone while they're listing
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
You know that this person on the other line of the phone is going to be the closest thing you ever have to a friend.
Sorry, I'm 8 years old and I just learned about the Geneva Convention on Sonic, and I need to have a friend right now.
Well, we'll be sure to pass that on to Papa Nintendo for our marketing campaign of Sonic and the Geneva Convention.
Sonic and the Geneva Convention is the next Sonic game.
That was
That's a
Sonic
spin-off from Sonic the Black Knight.
Sonic Forces was Sonic and the Geneva Convention.
Sorry, that got me, dude.
We're about a half hour in. We haven't heard from Dan. Dan, have you ever violated the Geneva Convention before?
No comment.
I gotta leave it up to mystery. That makes it more interesting.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. We do have to regularly tell them not to overthrow the government.
I was hoping Dan would just say, once. And everyone goes, oh, God.
We knew it.
We knew it.
Dude, that expression in that picture that's on the screen right now is absolutely perfect for me. Like that is exactly how I would be.
It's all of us around doing the disc only podcast, though we're doing it in person. I don't know what the tiny thing is.
That is Egg. That's an alt John.
Okay.
It's a toddler. It's a toddler named Egg.
It's a toddler named Egg.
Basically, they're very small.
And I'm saying something along the lines of like how did they get in here or something?
Yeah,
or
how do they
what?
keep getting into this void?
Oh. I am
Eggs are complicated. They
Eggs
should
are
cost like
very
$100.
Wait, what?
So they should cost like $100.
Why should eggs cost $100?
That's a mystery science bit.
Oh right. Oh my God. Is that from like when they did like the infomercial on eggs in general, like before the proper movie?
Oh, I don't remember now. I remember the bit, John. I don't remember that.
But every time Mr. Sizer comes up, all I can think of is Master Ninja theme song.
I keep thinking of Puma Man. Like he flies like a moron. Or the low-fat yogurt, not short on flavor. Or if you want the taste of bacon in a dip. Someone in the chat brings up Space Mutiny with Big McLarge Huge.
Oh yeah, no, that's a classic. Roll fizzle beef.
Brad Johnson. Wait.
Man, I'm missing out because I've actually never watched this or listened to it.
Oh man. So hanging out with friends and just making fun of a movie.
Yeah.
That's what that show is. It's just a bunch of friends trapped in space making fun of movies. It's great.
Oh, Mystery Science Theater. Okay,
Yeah.
I missed what you said before. I'm not firing on all cylinders right now, as y'all know. But yeah, like they have it on. They have like a special on Pluto TV for that. Me and Erica were planning on watching it soon because it looks super funny. I love super funny commentary over like campy movies, man. That crap that's so good.
I don't know what era of Mr. Science Theater they're airing, if it's the Joel or Mike era, but my personal recommendation, my favorite one is Samson versus the Vampire Women.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Yes. So one TwitchCon, I was rooming with Tom and one of my mods and friends, Tenmar, and we just watched a bunch of Mr. Science Theater, and Tom had never seen Samson versus the Vampire Women. And I don't want to spoil it because in case you go watch it, but the twist of the movie, which happens like halfway through, you do not expect. It is so good.
It's so good.
I'm being told they air both the Joel and Mike era. So okay, so all episodes, perfect. Then yeah, you'll likely get a chance to see it there at some point.
Yeah. My first episode was that I saw like ever was Manos the Hands of Fate, which
Same
like
here.
a lot of people were telling me like that's probably not a good one to start with because it's like it's very like the movie's very slow and so is the commentary in it, but I found it entertaining.
Oh no, it is a good episode, but yeah, like it very much is one of those like this is the test. If you get through this, you are hooked, but if you do not, you'll never want to watch any of the other ones again because the movie is so dry.
Yeah.
Even they're struggling to make fun of it because they literally picked what they thought was the worst movie they could have picked.
Manos, the Hands of Fate.
Yeah, Manos,
I do love the one bit where what's the name of the character with the Torgo? Yes, Torgo.
Yes. Torgo's theme is great.
Torgo's theme is amazing, but also the bit where Mike is dressed as Torgo delivering the pizza to the Mads.
Why is the pizza still warm? Ugh! They always do that.
Large sausage and pepperoni.
It's been quite a while since I've seen any Mystery Science Theater, although we have a tendency to watch some of the... Occasionally we'll watch the Riff Track movies, but we watch a lot of Riff Track shorts.
Yeah.
And those are good.
Yeah, because those aren't as much of a commitment as just watching a whole movie.
Yeah. And it's the same guys.
Yeah. Largely. The the Riff Track's commentary on movies is like how I've seen some movies. Like that's how I watched Twilight. I don't think I would have voluntarily chosen to watch Twilight any other way.
That's the same story with Emil.
But that's how I've seen it, and honestly, I feel like it enhanced the film.
I can agree to that.
Well, because that's a movie you weren't going to watch in the first place, so I feel like that's the only thing that would have even gotten you interested in
No,
that.
I feel like it objectively enhances the film.
It's just better. It's just better than the actual product.
It's just better than the actual film. You know, in my opinion.
I've heard talk of riff tracks like taking movies that like you thought were good and making them not as good anymore.
Yeah, I think they've done like the Star Wars movies. They've done a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I was listening to the audio podcast. John just pulled up a picture from somebody where it's Sonic Forces, but the title is Sonic Forces You to Commit War Crimes.
I'm on that art cycle. Don't worry. I got you. I got you covered if you're watching the VOD.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Well, I couldn't help but laugh at it, so we had to address it. Chat makes a good point. Rated E10. Which is 2 years older than when you'd normally be learning about the Jewish convention.
You learn about it at age 8. You commit the atrocities at age 10.
Yeah, you get 2 years of training.
The worst part is I don't think you're necessarily wrong on this.
Oh
no.
Oh, the saddest podcast episode. It used to be all fun and games about getting stabbed in a Denny's, and now, where have we gone? Life used to be so much simpler.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I haven't even been in a restaurant now for
Do they
feels
still
like
exist?
approximately 40 years.
Do they still
But-
exist?
But I would be willing to go into one and get stabbed. Like if that was the trade-off.
No, I'm gonna say no to that.
Oh my god.
That's on you.
Like if there was a restaurant that John, what's your favorite thing to eat? This is a good question.
Steak.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you.
All right, paint me a picture at a steakhouse.
Okay. The finest steakhouse, white linen tablecloths.
Okay,
That's
a bad idea at a steakhouse, but yes.
Well, it's fancy, John. It's fancy. There's someone playing classical piano, and then also for some reason also a harp. And the one guy is playing both. He's
I was about to say both at the same time.
That's
extremely
very
talented.
talented. I can see why people want to go to this fancy steakhouse.
You
All
walk
right,
through the
hold on, I need clarity here. How exactly is he playing? Is he
the
playing the piano
harp is with
finger?
his feet.
You
Okay,
need to keep
okay.
painting this picture, Stephen. We're not done
The
painting
feet.
this picture.
So John, you walk through. They take your coat because you're wearing a coat. You come through the door. They seat you. It's a beautiful restaurant. They have the finest of everything, even down to the silverware. It's strangely heavy. You ever been to a restaurant where you pick up a fork and you go, "That's oddly heavy"?
Yeah,
like
it's
this would be
usually a
a
steakhouse.
little. Well, guess what? That's where you're at. And the one thing when you walk through the front door is they say, "Hey, we have the technology in this steakhouse. There is a scientifically proven 0% chance that you can contract the virus here. Everything is completely safe." And they have a board of scientists that just stand in the corner and nod, so it's very official. You go in, you order your food, you're eating your meal, and halfway through they stab you. But the meal is great, John. Like, does that not sound appealing? And the stabbing would be brief.
Where?
It would be very brief.
doesn't.
Okay.
The
hold on.
meal is also free.
All right. So hold on.
That does not make up for being stabbed.
Hold on. There's a few factors we need to go
few?
into. How big is the knife? How deep is the wound? How long are you being stabbed for? Do you survive the stabbing? These are all very important things here.
Okay, the last one I'll give you, but I feel like if someone told you, all right, I'll give you the best night of your life, but at the end of the day, you're getting stabbed. I'm not going to tell you how you're getting stabbed or by what. You're just going to get stabbed. You're not going to be like, no, I'm good.
Well,
I would ask for details.
Are you
Tom
thinking
wants to know the
it's just going to be
details.
they're going to stab you with like a popsicle or something here? Like, no.
You know
Well,
what else is
it-
free?
Look, human beings are very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? Resilient.
They are
There's not
resilient.
against a knife. Like, what the frick are you talking about?
I
Well,
don't
here's the
think
thing.
I'm knife proof, basically.
Well, Tom wants to know the details.
And one other thing, like how quickly you go from getting stabbed to being in the paramedics.
Well, listen, this is all stuff that we've thought of here at Outback Stab House, and while you're here eating, you will be able to choose your level of stabbing because it correlates to the meal that you decide on.
Based
So
on the menu.
It's like rare to well done. How much
who
do you
thought
want to
this
get
was
stabbed?
who paid for this company to
I'm
exist?
just
Well, here's
saying.
the thing. Oh my God, no, that's brilliant because it's
What?
the people don't. No, it's a brilliant business model. The people don't pay for the meal. The people paying are the people that are going to stab the people that are eating the meal.
So this is like a hostile situation then.
I'm just saying, if you come in and you want the 50-ounce porterhouse, it's going to be a pretty deep stab.
Also,
If you're just trying to get an 8-ounce sirloin, John, you need to get over this whole stabbing thing. You haven't been in a restaurant in months. A little stabbing gonna hurt you.
Yes, it will. It's a stabbing.
You just called us all so thick, Steven. What the frick?
Also, do you know about the stabbing beforehand? I'm assuming this place would probably garner a reputation very quickly.
Well,
I would say so.
You're going to know about the stab. They're not going to surprise stab you. It's on the menu.
So
It
what you're
tells
saying
you
is everyone who goes this place is an idiot?
it's free meat, John.
So you,
Steven, I have a very important question to ask you. Are the hash browns free?
Oh, they don't serve hash browns there. That's a ridiculous question,
This
Jared.
place is way too high end for that. You're getting the closest thing you're getting to that are gourmet mashed potatoes or a gratin.
Bro, I will take gourmet mashed potatoes any day. I could eat like a pound of mashed potatoes in one sitting. Don't even try me.
So here's what I'm thinking as well with the stabbing thing. You got the menu. You got the menu in front of you. It lists all the things in front there. Instead of a price, it tells you like in detail like how you're gonna get stabbed if you eat that.
How is this
because-
business model like viable? Why are people agreeing to show up and get stabbed? Like,
Because, John, there's a lot of places you can receive a stabbing at various depths, and it's okay.
And you're paying for the food at those.
Yeah.
What the, like a hospital? Like
yeah, like,
like a
am I
Denny's.
stabbing myself with my fork by accident? What's going on here?
Also, I have to at least point out that Dan wrote in the chat, "No rules, just stabbings," and I really love it. I had to include that with Outback Stab House.
they want to make it authentic too. They stab you with a machete. It's just like
I am so sad that Halloween is over because Outback Stab House would be great Halloween merch.
That's an entire like haunted house thing you could go to, but instead of a
place
haunted
that will
house, it's a
stab
restaurant.
you? A restaurant that will stab you. Why? No one would agree to this.
John, I think your bar is too high.
Yes, it is. I watch the Saw movies as comedies. Of course, the bar is too high.
there's not even a bar. It's just
All right.
ridiculous.
John, let me paint you a slightly different picture. I'm seeing now that maybe Outback Stab House is a little too far for you. That's fine. Let's pull it back.
Wait,
Okay.
Steven, if I could right beforehand, I think we're asking the wrong question here. I think we're asking what level John is willing to get maimed at for a high class.
None.
That's exactly
None.
what I'm going to get at. So hold on, John, because everyone's got a price.
Of being stabbed?
Let's back it on up now. Let's
Okay.
take you.
Doesn't have to be stabbed, just maimed in some way.
Let's take you to the comfort of a Waffle House because I know how much you love
yes,
a
much
Waffle
better. All those great Waffle House memories I have.
Look,
Okay, well,
you can always
Jared-
go to IHOP, man. You can go to IHOP, the International House of Punishment. I mean, come on, let's do that instead.
So here's what I'm proposing. Stabbings for hundreds of dollars worth of steak dinners. Too much. Cool.
Okay.
I understand.
Yes.
Let's back it up. Let's do a nice breakfast at an IHOP, at a Waffle House, whatever. And
Okay.
there's a chance that that it could be you. One patron during a 30-minute segment will get hit in the head with a frying pan. Would you not
What?
do it for free eggs?
No.
Okay.
I
All
thought
right,
you were
well,
saying
I
like
just wanna-
slapped in the face or something. I'm like, all right, maybe for a slap in the face, but a frying pan upside the head? Hell no.
Even
Okay, I
asking
don't
the
know,
right
I
questions,
don't-
man.
Here's the thing, and I guess, and again, it would depend on the level of stabbing. But like, I've never been stabbed, but I've been hit in the head a lot. So like, I think I'd prefer to be stabbed over getting hit in the head with a frying pan.
Here's what I'm painting, though. You've heard of Dick's Last Resort, right? The restaurant?
Is that the one where they're supposed to be rude to you?
Yes. So imagine that, but they have weaponry. That's
get
all that I'm
physical.
painting.
No.
They have weaponry and the food is free.
Yes, and that is a business model. Have you seen those places where you go in and they're like, if you can eat this quad burger, you can eat this giant pizza, it's free. It's the same thing.
If you can survive,
same-
it's free.
Well,
okay.
that's a different restaurant. That's for like Texas.
Steven, one of those
No,
is
no, that is for Las Vegas, the heart attack.
look, that is it just doesn't work. It does not work at all because frick, now my brain's misfiring again. Oh man, I had something witty and I cannot remember what it was.
Listen,
Never mind.
I'm not
Continue.
saying that. I'm not saying
I
that this
feel
sort
like you
of,
shouldn't have to fight
model,
for your life to have a sandwich, basically, is what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm not saying that this model would work at all times. I'm just saying
It
it's been
shouldn't
a while
work at all,
since people.
period.
It's been a while since people felt safe in a restaurant, and
Yeah,
they
so
may
give
be
them
willing to go
weaponry?
to
and
extremes.
they never will again after listening to this freaking podcast. All right.
Listen,
Yes,
there
how do
has
you kill stabbings? Oh, right in the left butt cheek. Come on, just hit me up. Let's go.
John, listen, we're just we're like 4 for 4 on restaurant violence being one of the topics, so I'm just making sure we
You brought this yourself.
I was just curious where everyone landed, and now it's clear, and now I know.
Yeah,
I feel-
in the Geneva Convention is where we landed, apparently.
Yeah, I kind of like the Geneva Convention. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should not have to be like, I should not be the person who is willingly like, all right, I'm gonna go to Stabs a lot because they have great food and stabbings,
Outback
and I love
Stab House, John. How dare you? We have established
That's
this
the fast
company.
food equivalent, Steven. I'm sorry. I'm peckish, not hungry.
Look,
We need to get an LLC for Outback Stab House flavor.
I'm not really in the mood for that kind of stuff though. I want to get some sliders at a White Stabsel.
I feel like if you're like, all right, well, we got 3 things we can choose from: McDonald's, Subway, and Outback Stab House. I feel like if you're at a point where those are your options and you pick Outback Stab House, you've already lost. You've already lost.
You're just done with life at that point, man. You're just like, all right, break it.
Let's play things interestingly today.
I want a Saw theme restaurant.
Well, that's exactly it. Like,
Where we're at.
we've sewn the menu inside of your arm. You need to cut it open to find out what the soup of the day is.
Have you heard of the restaurant where they throw the biscuits at you? Like everyone sits at the group table. There's a few of them that are in like the Missouri area. And everyone sits at the group table, but like if you want a biscuit, you raise your hand and they like throw the biscuits at you.
I still can't tell if this is real anymore.
This is real. This is
Okay.
real. It's Lambert's. It's called Lambert's. Anyway, that is basically a soft launch
Oh my god.
for something more extreme in the future. John, it would be for thrill seekers, and that's fine. You don't have to go.
We are not starting a restaurant where you have to sign a waiver just to enter the door.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure the Heart Attack Grill has you sign a waiver.
That's the same energy.
Look.
Well,
look,
that's killing you from the inside with food stabbings. That's a little different.
the good news is
2 people have died at the Heart Attack Grill.
oh my god. Also, I love the fact that that restaurant has a kill count. Anyways.
No, you shouldn't.
God.
You shouldn't love that.
I mean,
Jared.
that's called sarcasm.
Okay.
You said it so sincerely.
I know, dude. I'm really proud of them. They're going up in the world. They got a new high score, you know. But
The sarcasm bar is also very low because we've just talked about violent restaurants for 15 minutes. So, like, I understand.
Very true.
There's so many Outback Stab House pictures on Twitter.
If you're over 350 pounds, you eat for free at the Heart Attack Grill.
yeah, because no, that's horrible.
That's what they're advertising.
You're not
on the
gonna
front,
walk out.
Giant neon lights. Over 350 pounds eats free. They have a scale there. All their waitresses and waiters are dressed like doctors and nurses.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a themed restaurant.
And their orders are prescriptions, and the customers are patients. It's all hospital themed.
Wow. I did not know that something like this existed.
Yeah, there's a little like mini doc about it.
Welcome to the
which is
morbid
really
episode of
Morbid.
Disco Only.
Oh, but we could turn this car around. We can do it.
Of course, it was November. We had the morbid episode, not October.
Stephen, we could turn this car around the same way Thelma and Louise could turn the car around. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of this.
Look, we're going to turn it around and go straight back to Outback Stab House, okay? Like, we can't help it. The food's
We
just too
have
good,
Outback
man.
Stab House at home.
All right, you know what? Let's in all fairness to wholesomeness, because people want to journey there. That's fine. Let's just talk about making food at home, where the stabbings are far fewer.
Donna and I had like apple and like cheese melts we got from HelloFresh. It's like a sandwich with like diced apple and cheese in it. Really good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and a salad. I think it was an arugula salad with honey mustard dressing.
Yeah, we do that occasionally, but with pear.
I did
Like
stab myself with a fork though.
You're
son
getting
of
the
a gun.
in-home experience. Let's go. Good job. you get the Outback Stab House home game. Let's go.
Oh God.
That part was a lie. I didn't stab myself with the fork. That was just to try to bring it back to Outback Stab House.
Oh yes, that famous topic we love so much, Outback Stab House.
This is all Steven's fault. 100%.
Mal, is that you?
Speaking of Steven, I have a question for you. I don't know if anybody from my cast sent it to you, but have you ever heard the song?
They sent it to me. They sent it to me, Jared.
Okay. I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa, and that reminded me of you hardcore.
That was the first time I had ever seen such a thing, and I was like, oh, it was high energy. It was a high energy tune. It was I think they call it a toe tapper, and I tapped my toes.
Grandpa, they call it I forgot the word for it now. A bop? Nope, that was early. That was 2 years ago. They called it a bop. God, what's it called now?
Banger.
Jam.
Banger?
Jam.
Jam?
Yeah.
Humdinger.
That's a rootin' tootin' good time is what that is. Frick. Dang it, I keep losing my train of thought.
A slapper? It slaps. That's what it is. Thank you, Tim.
Slaps. There we go. But the only reason why I even know that existed was I was in my car driving the other day, and I usually listen to like music on just a playlist on YouTube while I'm driving, and I was listening to Origami King music, and it was a normal song, and then somehow in the freaking playlist that I was listening to, a Silva Gunner version of the disco dance boss fight theme from that game came up, but it had intertwined in it, I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa. And let me tell you, I had a very, very hard time controlling that vehicle because I was laughing so freaking hard whenever that came up. It was the most random thing ever. And like, oh my God, it was too freaking funny, dude. So if anybody hasn't seen that video, y'all need to go and listen to that song. It is fantastic.
I do want to pitch another idea here.
I'm listening, Tom. I'm ready.
Okay, so let me paint
John,
a picture for you. At a mall in just any old mall. You walk by and you smell like these various fragrances, like lavender and a lot of fancily named ones. You got your campsite like marshmallow and all that. And you walk in, there's all these candles and lotions you could just like pick up and smell and buy them, make your house smell really good. You get to the cash register with everything, and it's like, and they ask how you'll be paying with. They're holding a hammer in one hand and a knife in one hand because you just walked into Bloodbath and Beyond.
Oh my God! Wow.
Then pay with your blood.
I feel like we're just writing the script for the next Grand Theft Auto game at this point.
Oh,
a bizarro world where there is no currency and everyone has a lot less blood. Grand Theft Auto 6. We fired all the writers and we hired these 4 guys.
Oh my God. This is the next Saw, says somebody in the chat.
I don't know, man. Saw's my favorite comedy series, so I love watching those.
I've only ever seen the first one.
You really only, from joking aside, you really only actually ever need to watch Saw 1, maybe Saw 2. Saw 1 is an actually good, like, suspenseful movie. Saw 2 is, like, where they start just going a little freakier with things, and then 3 onwards is just a train wreck.
Did they ever get to Friday the 13th levels where Jigsaw was in space?
I mean, okay, I'm about to spoil some things from Saw. So for those who care about the lineage of the Saw movies, I'm going to spoil this now. There are 8 Saw movies, I think. He dies in the 3rd one. And he still shows up in every movie.
Because doesn't like, and this is a spoiler as well, doesn't like that one girl who escaped end up becoming like Jigsaw later on?
So, okay, I guess we're just gonna deep dive on Saw spoilers now.
Sorry, I wanted to know because I couldn't remember. It's been so freaking long.
The whole plot of Saw is basically that Jigsaw is grateful for his he wants to get a second chance in life. He wants people to be grateful for their life and give them a second chance because he's diagnosed with cancer. Mm-hmm. So he puts people through torture, and if they survive the torture, he's like, all right, well then you're grateful for your life now because you fought for it. And those who actually survive the games become his pupils, and as a result, like after he dies in the third movie, his pupils take over for him, but every movie has a flashback of him or recordings of him, and then it's about his pupils fighting everyone else and trying to pretend that they're not Jigsaw or pretend they're. It becomes this huge train wreck by the end, and for some reason, like the former lead singer of Linkin Park is in there, and it's weird, and then like the dude from Princess Bride is in there. It's weird.
Huh. Yeah, I saw the first one because it had Danny Glover in it. I was like, oh, I like Danny Glover. And that was it. I saw the first one.
Yeah, is Carrie Ilwas, or however you say his name? The dude who plays like Wesley in Princess Bride.
Yeah.
He's in the first movie, and then he shows up in like Saw 3D, Saw 7. I forget what the actual proper last one is. Before they made Jigsaw and then the other spinoffs.
Yeah, I like horror films. I'm not like I can watch what is essentially like torture porn. I can watch that, but it's not my first pick for horror.
But that's
and
the
Mal
thing,
is not into it at all, so we have never watched Saw together.
Saw, after a while, just gets so cartoonishly over the top, it just becomes comical, and it's just really stupid. Which is why I keep saying it's my favorite horror comedy, because it's so absolutely dumb, just the way things go. It's just like, all right, I don't even remember what Jigsaw's job was. I think he was like a carpenter, like he ran like, no, him and his wife ran like a rehab clinic for drug addicts or something like that. And like as a result, like he knows how to make all these super elaborate traps that take up entire buildings to do and stuff like that. And it's just like, it becomes more and more stupid. It's just like, how does this keep happening? How do people keep falling for this? How is this dead guy kidnap people for 4 movies now?
Also, I have to clarify because apparently some folks in the chat have not heard the phrase torture porn. Torture porn is referring to films like the Saw films. It is not torture pornography. That is not the same thing.
Yeah, no. The Saw movies are extremely gory, but the budget gets lower and lower on the later ones.
But at least it's been a long time since I saw the first one, but I remember there at least being like a story, and my understanding is that the story rather disappears in subsequent films.
I mean, like my understanding of if the budget goes down every time, then it's just kind of like the thing where it's like the guy's not even broadcasting over the room anymore. He's just sitting in a corner where it's like, okay, I nailed your foot to the floor. The hammer is across the room. Figure out how to get to it. All right.
Have fun.
I'm so bored of this. I'm just going to put you in a room with a nail gun. If you could just shoot yourself in the foot a little bit. We're trying to open a restaurant and...
Hey! Good night, everybody.
To eat a steak.
Sorry, John.
You know, like speaking of like movies that are way over the top. Another thing that I can't stand in movies is what I would like to call destruction porn. And that is whenever literally everything is just being destroyed around the main characters. Like so many innocent bystanders are being hurt and taken out. Like the movies that really started to play that into effect was like Captain America Civil War, right? Because like they actually talk about the people who died in that. Like there's a scene in Sonic the Hedgehog, all right, where Eggman's following Sonic through the city, and time has stopped for everybody except for Sonic and Eggman. And Eggman is blowing up cars all over the place. And all I can think about is like, oh my God, those people are dead when time starts back up. Like, it's just like, that's whenever it's like so over the top destruction that like just it goes crazy, that drives me nuts.
Yeah,
and,
when collateral damage just isn't addressed at all.
Exactly.
You know what movie tries to deal with that like exactly and does a great job until the very end of the movie? Man of Steel.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Like, that entire movie. He's just like, I can't break anything. I gotta be careful. I gotta be super cautious. And then the end of the movie is just this giant fucking slug fight.
Yeah, and through buildings, freaking everything's exploding, and then like you have the terraforming thing going on, just destroying everything in its path, and it's just like, my God, if I wanted to like watch destruction, I would go down to a daggone like demolition derby or something. Man. I don't like. Good Lord, there's so much stuff at the end of that movie. Like first 2/3 of that movie, fantastic, but the third part is just like, oh my God, this is way too long of a fight.
There's so many movies where it's like the good guy's body count is higher than the bad guys.
Yeah,
because the collateral damage that they just ignore completely. You know what does it really well? Dragon Ball. Every fight's in a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
There's
good.
a lot of
Well,
like,
and then like the whole
open spaces
Namekian
there.
arc.
Yeah, that will do.
Okay, well, but the bad guys basically like wiped out all the Namekians.
Yeah, Frieza didn't play, dude.
Nope.
He's
like,
probably
he's just like, okay, we'll willingly give you our Dragon Ball. Don't kill us. Kill them.
yeah. Frieza was, dude. He's like one of the best anime villains in my personal opinion, man. Like he wasn't trying to conquer the universe. He was the ruler of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the guy that
He basically already won, and then
Yeah.
somebody from like the backwoods of the universe,
Uh-huh.
somehow grew more powerful than him. It's basically like if the Rocky movie where it's like he's training in the woods and and the Russian guy's like training in like a high tech gym,
Yeah.
except they don't know that each other exists.
Are you just describing Rocky 4 but without Rocky 4?
Yes, it's Rocky 4 starring Goku and Frieza.
Rocky 4Z?
I must break you and your
And actually, like
I must break you.
because Frieza is so powerful, like Jared was describing, like just really like an ultimate villain. It led me, as you know, a kid watching Toonami, to absolutely adore Trunks.
Oh
Because
yeah,
when-
because he destroyed him,
Yep.
Bec-
Oh,
and-
it's so good.
Like that was like one of the highlights of my childhood watching, animated media was like, who's this guy? And they just kills the guy that's taken like an entire season, and I'm like, oh my God. And back in Toonami, they would edge closer and like get like an extra episode out, then start the whole thing over.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like one of the big places where I had stopped watching, is because they released like Trunks, killing Frieza, and then they're like, and we got to go back to the very beginning of Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, oh God, now I have to watch the whole thing again, because who is this kid?
But it's amazing. I didn't have this experience growing up because like I didn't really have like cable or access to Dragon Ball at all. But like you could just imagine like the biggest villain to ever in Dragon Ball ever landing on Earth, and it's like, shit, the one person who was able to beat him isn't here. We're all going to die basically, and then out of nowhere someone takes him out with no problem.
And the only way he was able to do it was through time travel. He had the ability. That was the only way that they were going to be able to defeat Frieza in that situation.
And the dude shows up with heart medication.
Yeah, because he knows what's
Trunks
going
is
down.
basically a doctor.
I tell you what's really cool about Frieza though, is it shows just how powerful he is. And this right here is the thing about it that I love. He trains. Frieza never trained a day in his life, right? Frieza never trained. He was always super powerful.
Yep.
In I think it was
It's Super.
it's Super. Yeah. He trains for like I can't remember exactly how long, and he unlocks a brand new form that is on par with Super Saiyan God. And I'm like, just imagine like what he could have done if he wasn't like such a pompous butt,
But like that's his character
destroyed
flaw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it.
I do want to address that, however, just because it's like he does like reach these that was like the biggest flaw with like one of the biggest flaws with Resurrection F was like the spoilers for Resurrection F and Dragon Ball Super, but like the reset button.
Yeah, I okay. So that is one of my biggest gripes with Super as a series, and the arc overall, because of the fact they have Whis and Beerus there. There's no danger. I feel like
there are no stakes. Everything might as well be a tournament arc.
Yeah, but now the thing is I like the ending tournament, the Universal Tournament, because of the fact that there is someone higher than Whis and Beerus. I can't remember their names, the little goobers. But
it was like the Angels and Zeno. Yeah, the Omni King.
Yeah, the Omni King basically allows there to be a little bit of a panic, like because if they lose the tournament, then that's it. They destroy it. It's going to destroy their universe. And man, I love the ending of Super so much. Like the ending of Super and how it goes.
The ending of the anime. The manga is still going on.
Yeah. The ending of the anime, like after the Jiren fight. Oh my god, dude! Just the way that it ends, in my opinion, is fantastic. I love it because there's so much character growth for 17, and that makes me super happy. Yeah, I love that so much.
We've spoiled a few things now on this specific episode. So I just want to let everyone know Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Why would you do that?
Also, Rosebud was the sled.
I've actually never I've never seen Sixth Sense, so thank you for spoiling that.
No problem.
Actually, I did not have any idea.
I don't think you're missing out, to be perfectly honest.
I know. I just find it funny because he actually spoiled me, like legit actually spoiled me just now. I had no clue.
I do want to go back to Resurrection F though, because like I feel like that like there's even like before you know about the reset button, there really weren't that many stakes once Goku and Vegeta like appear. Like all the tension that was there was like them buying time waiting for Goku and Vegeta to show up. Yeah. And like Gohan releasing all of his energy so that Goku could find him and instant transmit to him. But like once Goku and Vegeta get there, they're basically treating Frieza like a child. Like, oh, look who's got all super powerful now. Oh, do you want to go get him or should I? I'll go get him. And then he blows up the world.
Basically, yeah. It's like they did some really weird stuff with Super, which some of it I love, some of it I can't stand. Like, oh man, there was one thing I wanted to talk about with Super. Dude, the movie Broly. Super Broly, oh my god.
So good.
Dude, that is my favorite freaking Dragon Ball Z movie is Dragon Ball Super Broly. Oh my god. Like everything about that is fantastic. The humor, the fight scenes, everything is wonderful. Like
I feel like they like how they redid Broly was really really good.
Yeah,
he's not just a meathead that's like triggered by Goku just appearing.
Yeah, dude, that crap was so dumb. Oh my god. Like, and I mean, Team 4-Star did a massive thing about that. Like they have let everybody know how they feel about that freaking arc. But yeah, like the new Super Broly movie. Oh my god, it is so good. It gives Frieza more like really funny moments. And Frieza's English voice actor is he's god tier to me. Like he's one of my favorite
really
voice actors.
Yeah. I like him a lot. Yeah, he does real good.
Oh dang it. But yeah, dude. Oh god, I could talk about Dragon Ball Z and Super all day long. Like legit.
Same, ditto.
I feel bad because I watched all of Z, but like I skipped out on Super more or less.
I have not seen any Super.
I've not seen hardly any Super, but I've seen I saw a little bit of the tournament arc, the final tournament arc, and then I've seen all the movies because the movies are just good time.
Super does suffer a little bit from original series Dragon Ball Z, especially in the Universal Tournament arc where everything just kind of grinds to a halt.
Yeah,
and it's like I think how long is the tournament? It's like 90 minutes. Yeah, like imagine each episode is 1 minute, and that's pretty much how it's spaced out.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Oh my goodness, I will tell you if you watch
48 minutes. Yeah,
if you watch Battle of Gods. The movie Battle, you know what I mean? The one where Beerus and Whis are introduced.
Yes.
If you watch that movie and then go watch the first 20 episodes of Super, you have watched the same freaking thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah, I know. But I tell you what, though, I like the movie so much better because of the fact it's so much more condensed together and everything makes more sense. Also, they ruined, no, I'm going to say they ruined, but I didn't really like the scene with Vegeta going off on Beerus for smacking Bulma in the actual anime, but in the movie he rips, dude. I love that part right there is my favorite part of that entire movie is whenever he tries to annihilate Beerus because you don't smack Bulma, all right? You just don't do it.
Well, because as shitty as of a character Vegeta is usually portrayed as, he's actually like a good family man otherwise.
Oh yeah. No, you don't frick with Bulma. Oh man. He was like, and it's so funny because in the movie, Roshi's even like, dude, he's stronger than Goku right now because his rage was so much.
A brief moment where he was able to surpass Goku.
Yep. And that's all.
Not including the hyperbolic time chamber during the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
And not including when he's wearing the Badman shirt, which just naturally makes him stronger.
That is the best shirt.
That's like a plus 50 to his power level right there.
I just want that
to push him
shirt.
over the
Really.
edge.
I actually own that shirt.
That's incredible.
I am jealous.
You have to wear that. You have to wear that to whatever event we end up at next, whether it be Coliseum or any convention you may or may not go to.
I like how it's just you have to see it in person is really the context there.
We need to know. We need to see it in action.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Also, like with your hair long as it is, like we could probably spike that up, make you look like Vegeta.
Oh shit.
I'm getting there. Oh man, maybe that's the next bumper for me.
Steven, I ended up getting linked to a 2016 Extra Life VOD of yours the other day, and it was so jarring seeing your haircut then to what it is right now. Because it is like military cut back then. It is short.
I mean, like look at Steven's picture here and consider how inaccurate it is to how he actually looks now.
Yeah, although long term my hair will be short again. I have my hair long right now, but it's gonna get cut. So just enjoy the weird 12 to 18 months where like I'm growing it out because it'll go back to the way it was.
Yeah, the 12 to 18 months where Steven is in Golden Age Seinfeld.
What's the deal with my hair?
It keeps getting longer, and I gotta get it cut.
At this point, I'm just kind of keeping it long for Breath of the Wild, and then at the end of that, we'll see. We'll see where we're at.
Sorry, that's a really good tweet. Holy frick!
It's like it's like an edit of like a news thing where it's a quote from Stab Man that says, "I would like the steak medium rare."
The art and posts have been on fire today. It's been great.
I mean, like we struck like a little like spigot of oil with Outback Stab House, and we didn't realize how vast that reserve was until we saw all the gold coming out of that.
I like this comment from Dio in the chat. It says, "What are you gonna do? Stab me, sir? This is a stab house."
Do you not know where you are?
Oh my god.
Well, it's like, oh, that was an incredible meal. Will $120 cover it, sir? This is a stab house.
You pay with your blood.
Maybe in future versions of the Stab House, you could do like a half and half, where like
future versions of the Stab House.
Well, John, I'm thinking about the future. Longevity of a business is important to consider, but maybe in the future, you can do like half on credit card and half in your leg. So that way you can just decide how you want to pay for your meal.
Is she wearing Kevlar armor?
So why did you create another stab house? Money.
So what?
I would like to pay with Apple Pay. And what percentage of your bill, sir? What do you mean? Well,
pulls out the knife.
The higher the percentage, the higher the percentage, the less the knife goes into your thigh.
Will that be Visa, MasterCard, American Express, AB positive? Oh.
And would you like to leave a tip or get left with the tip?
That's good. That's good.
Oh my god.
Well, we're definitely gonna need investors for this. Dan, what do you think?
I don't think we're even gonna get like the business license, guys. I'm just gonna tell you.
Dude,
I want to hear Dan's opinion.
Who the frick said that just now? Cash or cardiac? That was fantastic. Oh my god, Steph. Dagnabbit. Dude, chat's on fire and I love it. Wait, what now, Dan?
Stab me for that steak.
There you go.
Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy.
There's the tagline.
Look, John,
you enjoy your stab money. I'm gonna sit over here and still have my legs.
Dude, me and John are in the same boat. Like, I'm not going to that freaking restaurant. Like,
but man, we'll start that business though.
Neither am I. I'm gonna co-own it.
We'll start it. We'll own it. Let's freaking go.
Also, I do believe that if we legitimately called it Outback Stab House, we may possibly run into some legal issues.
I can't imagine why that would be the case.
We'd have to come up with a slightly different name.
We could just do what we did with Game Boy Advance player disc only and just call it Stab House.
Ooh, Stab House. That's good.
We're gonna get banned off Twitch.
Oh no! And on my channel too. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
You're welcome.
John, you didn't need a job anymore, right? You can work at the Stab House.
Exactly. You lose the channel, but you get a great opportunity on the ground floor of Stab House.
Oh my god, ground floor.
Oh my God, there should be different floors of Stab. Never mind.
No!
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
No!
Here, I will be right back. Oh my god.
We should.
Anyway,
I was gonna say, we're gonna wrap up, but he's going to leave. I don't know what we're gonna do now. All right. Well, I guess I'll stall by reading out the talking points while I wait for Jared to come back and tell us what he's doing.
Sure.
All right. Dan's summary of the podcast. Here's what we got. Crimes against Sonic Manatee. Serotonin hit. Love languages. Big. Number Jessica. Toolman response. Quarter questions. MST3K. No rules, just stabbings. Seesaw. Rocky 4 minus Rocky. And Seinfeld hair.
I'll take no rules, just stabbings for 800.
Oh, that's a little timely.
I just like to imagine that Trebek is entertaining so many folks.
Okay, so I went to look it up, and unfortunately, OutbackStabHouse.com is taken.
Of course,
Get out!
It
I
redirects.
do not believe you.
It
You lying
redirects to the
sack.
podcast.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. It's not there. However, a good alternative is OutbackStab.house.
Oh my god.
What?
I love that links to the Stitcher as well. That's so good.
Dan was asking, did Outback Stab House get claimed in the last 30 minutes?
Wonder if you could see like when it was taken.
I have a feeling we're not the first people to come up with that idea. Just a hunch. At least the name.
No, somebody listening bought it, and it links to our Stitcher.
It's freaking perfect.
Perfect.
So remember, if you want to listen to the podcast on Stitcher, just go to OutbackStabHouse.com.
God damn it, Dragonfire, how could you? It just went, hi. All right. Let's talk about our schedules for this week. I'll start first. This weekend, I am doing the bonus stream from our charity stream we did last month for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. We're going to be doing the last 10 games from the Chaos Cookie we did there. So all those games that had money raised towards them. Otherwise, it's just a normal week for me. Tomorrow, I'm going to do Power Trip, which means we put people in a raffle, and whoever wins gets to pick the game we play next. And otherwise, that's it. What about you, Tom?
I need a moment to look up something. So, Steven, you're going technically after me, but also before me.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's business as usual. Mal and I have started playing Pikmin 3 Deluxe over on Steven Plays, and because it has co-op, we get to play through the story together, which is really neat.
Nice.
So that's coming out 3 times a week. Otherwise, the stream schedule is going to be the same for a long time, since we're going through Breath of the Wild every Friday.
Jared?
Okay.
Oh, no, Tom. Never mind. You got it? You
Go for Jared right now. I'm
Right.
still trying to figure this out.
I can stall after, too, if you need more time.
Yes, please.
So things are just normal with me. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, drumming. That's basically about it. Like we haven't really. Well, we started playing Crash 4 like on cast. I'm trying to 106% the game. But I'm only going to be playing it on cast like maybe once a week. So I'm working on off of the cast as well, but we're going to finish it on cast together. But yeah, that's basically it. Just drum and action for me, man.
Need stall?
All right. I haven't been able to 100% confirm this yet. Let me just see. I need to find a text. Here we go. Okay, so I was told Friday, but the schedule says Saturday, so just bear with me here on either one of these. So either on Friday, November 13th, or Saturday, November 14th at 1:30 Central, so 2:30 Eastern or 11:30 Pacific. I'm going to be on Rooster Teeth's Extra Life stream with Gulm, Matt Bragg, Gavin, and Michael
Nice.
playing Mario Kart.
Nice.
And
that's
we have and this is kind of like the first little bit of it that I'm kind of sharing here. For every $1,337 donation that goes in, Gollum, Michael, and Gavin will be able to choose mine and Matt's cart builds.
Oh wow, nice.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
Boo in the shoe.
Boo in the shoe.
In the shoe.
But before we go, I have to let everybody know that on my Crash 4 save file, I am at exactly 69%, and I'm not kidding.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congrats, you did it.
And
It's time to quit.
No more.
A kick out of that.
Did one stream and that was it. Just stopped right there.
Yep.
Yep. I got yelled at by chat. I forgot to totally mention that I'm in an LP with my lovely wife, Luca Jin. On her channel, we're doing Super Mario RPG together.
Aw.
Conveniently timed right after Steven and Mal finished posting their Super Mario RPG.
You're welcome.
I do want to add one additional thing as well for mine. I was in Scott Falco's totally legit Majora's Mask speed run. I played Skull Kid.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
All right, what'd you guys forget?
There were people in chat
good.
telling me I forgot that I'm having a first 20 stream tomorrow, which I guess, yeah. I don't know what time that is because I don't. Sometime. But yeah, I'll be playing games. I forgot.
By the way, happy birthday, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Yay, thank you.
I talked to your thing on Twitter, but I thought I'd say it in person as well.
I appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Herf, thank you, chat.
Thank you for the herf.
John, do you feel wiser?
No, I did, but I did have the realization of that I am now the age that Tim was when we started the Runaway Guys, because it's been,
that's
10,
fun.
it's been 10
Cool.
years, and Tim is 10 years older than me. So
Well, that's a fun
Oh
thing.
man, in that case, I gotta jump onto Source Filmmaker and do a 10-year one to go along with that 5-year one I did 5 years ago.
because TRG's 10-year anniversary is coming up in technically January, but I believe February is when the first video got posted. So
Man, I've been watching y'all for freaking 10 years, dude. What the heck? Good God.
yep.
It all,
And
it all
now to
started
go
with that freaking-
turn to dust.
Oh, like the Steven, like your monk friends there in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, they become. There's an expression for it. What is it?
I think it's like sand in the breeze.
That's it.
All
Thank
they
you.
are
Thank
is
you.
sand in the breeze.
Sand
in the breeze. Yeah, I believe that's it.
Dirt on the road. I'm seeing there. Some good options. All right.
Dirt on the road.
Next episode of Disc Only will be the first Tuesday of December, which is it's the first. Yeah, the first of December. We'll be back for that. And
3
I
weeks
also
from
was
now.
I also was reminded Disc Lonely will actually be back this weekend because that is part of the charity marathon catch up stream. So hopefully see y'all then. Bye everybody. Catch y'all next time.
Bye.
A special thank you to Pomsky for our theme song, Prism Shard for our logo, Paper Pennies for the beautiful art and our intro, and of course, our producer, Dismotion Dan. Disc Only was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
In Universal Studios, Florida.
They may regret their decisions.
In the parking lot of
caterings.
an Outback Stab.
All catering supplied by Outback Stab House. I couldn't do it. Dan, take us away. One last word. Dan, take us away.
Bye.
Disappointment!